Hello everyone. Today we will be discussing the remaining problems of exercise 10.2 of chapter number 10, straight lines. The 15th question from where we are starting is, the perpendicular from the origin to a line meets it at the point -2, 9. Find the equation of the line. So I have drawn a figure in which this is the required line and the perpendicular from the origin is this OP. Okay, to the required line have been drawn, and the point where this perpendicular and the line meets is given to be -2, 9. That is, this point P is -2, 9, and they are perpendicular to each other. That means first we will find out the slope of this line, perpendicular line OP, because we have 2 points on it, which is from the origin to this point. So you have 2 points on this line. Using that, you can find out what is the slope of OP. Then you can just say that since these two are perpendicular, you will get the slope of this line also. That is, negative reciprocal of the slope of OP will give you the slope of the required line. And since the line passes through -2, 9, you can use your point slope form in order to get the equation of the line. Okay. So first we shall take, let O 0, 0 be the origin which meets the point P -2, 9 on the required line. Now we will find out what is the slope of the line OP. Okay, the slope of OP is equal to, what is the formula for that? y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So this is your x1 y1, x2 y2. So we'll get it to be 9 minus 0 by -2 minus 0, which is -9 by 2. So this is giving you the slope of the perpendicular line OP. Now you have to find out the slope of the required line. Therefore, the slope of the required line is equal to negative reciprocal of slope of OP. So you will get it to be minus of 1 by 9 by 2. Minus of 1 by 9 by 2 will give you as 2 by 9. So the slope is 2 by 9. I can directly write it as negative reciprocal is 2 by 9. So you got the slope of the required line. Now you have 1 point on that line also. So the required line passes through -2, 9 and with slope what is the slope? 2 by 9. Therefore, equation of the required line will be, what is the form which you are using? Y minus y naught is equal to m into x minus x naught by point slope form. Y minus, what will be y naught and x naught? X naught, y naught is this, and this is your m. So you will get y minus y naught is y minus 9 is equal to 2 by 9 into x minus x naught is -2. So it is x plus 2. So that 9 comes here as 9y minus 81 is equal to 2x plus 4, or 2x minus 9y, this is plus 4, this will go there as plus 81, so it will become plus 85 equal to 0. So this is the equation of the required line. Okay. Number 16 is, the length L in centimeters of a copper rod is a linear function of its Celsius temperature C. In an experiment, if L is equal to 124.942 when C equal to 20 and L equal to 125.134 when C is equal to 110, express L in terms of C. So you have to get L is equal to something which contains only C and remaining constants. Okay, so what we will do is, we are just taking L is changing with respect to that is centimeters is depending on temperature. So suppose if we are taking this as the one variable and this another variable, that means suppose this is y and this is x, you can just say that you have been given 2 points like x1 y1 and x2 y2. So let the temperature be denoted by x and the length be y. Okay, for the ease of writing, that means for formula we will write x1 y1 and x2 y2, no, for that, and at last we will just replace them with L and C. Okay, so what you are getting is, then you have been given this, when C is 20, your L is this, and we have taken C as x and L as y. So you can write then x1 y1 will be 20, 124.942 and x2 y2 will be, that is when your C is 110, L is this, that means 110, 125, 0.134. So these are the things given, that means x1 y1 and x2 y2 are given. So in order to get the relation connecting x and y, you can use the 2-point form because you have 2 points here. Okay, therefore by 2-point form, y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Now we are just replacing, that is y minus, what is y1? y1 is 124.942 equal to, you will have 125.134 minus 124.942 divided by x2 minus x1 is 110 minus 20 into x minus x1 is again 20. So that you will get y minus 124.942 is equal to, subtracting these two will give you 0.192 divided by, here you will have 90 into x minus 20. So now we are just replacing y with L and x with C, so that it becomes L minus 124.942 is equal to 0.192 by 90 into, this will be your, what you have taken, C minus 20. That is L is equal to 0.192 by 90 into C minus 20 plus 124.942. So you can just see that L in terms of C is written here. Okay, is it clear? Question number 17 is, the owner of a milk store finds that he can sell 980 liters of milk each week at rupee 14 per liter and 1220 liters of milk each week at rupee 16 per liter. Assuming a linear relationship between selling price and demand, how many liters could he sell weekly at rupee 17 per liter? So here again we will take x and y variables, and we will take x as the amount of milk each week he can sell as x. Let x be the amount or quantity of milk he can sell per week. Okay, he can sell per week, and y be the amount per liter in rupees. So you have taken x and y variables. Now you can just see that you have again x1 y1 and x2 y2. So what is x1 y1? What you have taken as x, accordingly you have to take your x1. So x1 is 980, y1 is corresponding rate per liter, and x2 y2 is 1 2 2 0 and x2 y2 is 16. So this much you have in your question. Now you have to find out the relationship between this selling price and the demand. This is demand, this is selling price, and you have to again find out, after getting the relation, that when your x is 17 liters, what will be y? That will give you the quantity of milk. Okay, so you will use by 2-point form y minus y1 equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. What is y minus y1? y1 is 14 is equal to y2 is 16 minus 14 divided by 1220 minus 980 into x minus x1 is again 14. So y minus 14 is equal to, this will give you 2 by 240 into x minus, okay, what is x1? Okay, x1 is 980. Here again it is 980, right? Now y minus 14 will give you here 1 by 120 into x minus 980. Okay, now we are just taking this to the other side, so that you will get 120 into y minus 14 is equal to x minus 980. Now actually this is the relation connecting y and x, and what is your purpose? To find out what is the quantity of milk he have to sell per week when he is selling it at a rate of 17 per liter. So we are just replacing y with 17 in order to get what is x equal to. Okay, so 120 when y is equal to 17, you will get 120 into 17 minus 14 is equal to x minus 980. That is 120 into 3 is equal to x minus 980. And what you will get from this? 360 is equal to x minus 980, or x is equal to 980 plus 360, which will give you 1340, and the unit will be liters because it is the quantity of milk. Okay, so this is what you have to get. Question number 18 is P of A comma B is the midpoint of a line segment between axes. Show that the equation of the line is x by A plus y by B equal to 2. So I've drawn a figure in which taken a line AB in the sense this is the required line, and I've taken A and B as those points which intersect the line on the axis respectively. Okay, that is x-axis and y-axis respectively as A and B. Now what we can say about those points? A point on the x-axis will be of the form something comma 0, let it be x comma 0, and point on the y-axis will be of the form 0 comma something. So that something is taken as y. So, okay, so you got A and B as x comma 0 and 0 comma y respectively on the x and y-axis. And P is already given to be the midpoint of the line segment between the axes. That means it will be the midpoint of AB, and you can use your midpoint formula to get what is A and B in terms of x and y. Okay, and we will use the intercept form to get this type of line, that is equation of the line in this form will be got by using the intercept form. Okay, so let A, which is x comma 0, and B 0 comma y be the points on the line where it meets, that is the line meets the axis respectively. You can say the x and y axis respectively. That means for x axis this is the point, and for y axis this is the point. Okay, and since P is the midpoint, P of A comma is given to be the midpoint, is the midpoint of AB. You can use midpoint formula. That means this A will be 0 plus x by 2. A is equal to 0 plus x by 2, and B, second coordinate, will be y plus 0 by 2. Y plus 0 by 2. That means you are getting 2a is equal to x and 2b is equal to y. Now actually what is x here? X is this distance. This distance is your x-intercept, right? The distance where it touches the x-axis, and this distance is giving you your y-intercept. So you have got your x-intercept and y-intercept. Therefore x-intercept is 2a and y-intercept is 2b. Okay. So since you have got the two intercepts, we can use the intercept form to get the equation of the line. Therefore, by intercept form, equation of the line is x by a. Here if you write a, you will be confused. So we will write x by x-intercept plus y by y-intercept is equal to 1. This is the equation. Now we are just replacing the value of x-intercept with 2a and y-intercept with 2b, so that you will get x by 2a plus y by 2b equal to 1. So you will get in common in the denominator 2. That means this will give you x by a plus y by b is equal to 2. That will go there. Okay, that is what you need. Question number 19 is point R of h comma k divides a line segment between the axes in the ratio 1:2. Find the equation of the line. So if you are drawing the figure, this is the required line and it has, that is, the points on the axis being taken as a and b, and any point on the x-axis will be of the form x comma 0. So I have taken the coordinate of a as x comma 0 and coordinate of b as 0 comma y. And they are saying that R of h comma k divides this line in the ratio between the axis. Between the axis means this line AB has been divided in the ratio 1:2 by the point R of h comma k. So using section formula, we will find out what is the x-intercept and y-intercept. That means this x value and y value, so that we can find out the equation of the line using intercept form. Okay. So let A x comma 0 and b 0 comma y be the points on the line intersecting it, that is intersecting the line on the x and x-axis and y-axis respectively. And let R of h comma k be the point which divides means dividing the line segment AB in the ratio 1:2. So this is given the question. Now what we are doing is we are using section formula to get the values of h and k actually. Okay. By section formula, what will be h? H first coordinate will be 2 into x plus 1 into 0 divided by 2 plus 1, and k will be equal to, that is second coordinate will be equal to 2 into 0 plus 1 into y by 2 plus 1. So you are getting h is equal to 2x by 3 and k is equal to y by 3. That is, x is equal to, here this will come as 3h by 2 and y is equal to 3k. Why we are finding out x and y? Because this x is this one, that is your x-intercept, and this length is your y, that is your y-intercept. Okay, so we are finding out x-intercept and y-intercept in terms of h and k, and then finding out the equation. Now you got x and y-intercept means you can just say that this is your x-intercept and this is your y-intercept. Therefore, by intercept form, what you will get, x by x-intercept plus y by y-intercept is equal to 1. Replacing, you will get x by 3h by 2 plus y by 3k is equal to 1, or 2 will go up, so it is 2x by 3h plus y by 3k is equal to 1. Now taking the LCM, you will get 3hk as in the denominator, and that will go to the other side, and here it will become 2k will come x plus here you have 3 is in common, so you will get hy, and this denominator, that is 3hk, will go there with 1, which will become 3hk. So this is the required equation, that is 2kx plus hy is equal to 3hk. Question number 20 is, by using the concept of equation of a line, prove that the 3 points 3, 0, -2, -2 and 8, 2 are collinear. So normally, in order to prove that the 3 points are collinear, we use the slope concept. That is, slope of any 2 is equal to slope of the other 2. That is, slope of AB equal to slope of BC will give you the concept that the 3 points are collinear. But here they are asking you to use the concept of equation of line in order to get, or in order to prove the collinearity of these 3 points. So for that, we will start with any 2 points, taking any 2 points as, suppose first 2 points as x1, y1 and x2, y2, and use the 2-point form equation. And then while getting that equation in terms of x and y, after that we will just substitute this point, third point, in the equation. If that equation is satisfying, that is LHS equal to RHS, like that it is satisfying, you can say that this point is also lying on the line containing these 2 points. Otherwise it is not. That means if it is satisfying, the 3 points are collinear, otherwise no. Okay, so first we will just take, let x1, y1 be 3, 0 and x2, y2 be -2, -2 be 2 points on the line. Therefore, by 2-point form, we'll get y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 into x minus x1, replacing the values. Okay, this is your x1, y1. So y minus y1, what is y1 here? 0 is equal to y2 is -2 minus of, this is again 0, divided by x2 is -2 minus x1 is 3 into x minus x1 is again 3. Okay, now y is equal to -2 by -5 into x minus 3, that is 2 by 5 into x minus 3. Y is equal to, so 5y is equal to 2x minus 6, or 2x, I'm taking 5y to the other side, so minus 5y and 6 to this side, equal to 6. Okay, now this is the equation of the line joining or containing these 2 points, first 2 points. Now what we are doing is, we are just checking whether the third point is satisfying this equation or not. Okay, putting 8, 2 in 1, which is this one, what you will get, 1 becomes 2 into 8, that is LHS of 1 will be 2 into 8 minus 5 into 2, which is equal to 16 minus 10, which is equal to 6, and that is your RHS of equation 1. So you are getting LHS equal to RHS, that is 8, 2 is a point on the line joining the other 2 points. the other 2 points. Therefore, the 3 points are collinear. Now suppose you are not getting that satisfied, that is LHS not equal to RHS, then you can say that the 3 points are not collinear. Okay.